Yeah, boss, we got big problems. You better call that robot that spot show. It's Spotbot. Anybody got a 20 on that spot bot? ETA ASAP. Over. Well, we're off to a good start here. No power. Well, there's power. And then I get the weight starter hot. Cool down required. Got nothing. Dead. No turnover. I'm airing up off the truck there beside me. Try to give it a tug, and I got it in a high gear, high fifth. Let's see if it'll turn the engine over just a little bit to get that starter. I don't know. It's a try, and then the other guys are on their way back here from Boston Pizza. Full start me, and then we'll trial and error, make sure it's gonna start again when I shut it off tonight. Got to go down to Consort, do some rentals for CalNash tomorrow. 2 trips out to Consort, back to Total's yard. And yeah, just sitting here wasting time. Yesterday when I was driving home, the wind was blowing all across to this side of my truck, and it rained pretty much the whole drive home. It's raining now again. Awesome. Yeah, just what I like to do, fucking around in the rain. So, I just got a small feeling that well, it shouldn't. Like the thing that shoots the starter out to engage, the cylinder is probably pretty shiny, and it probably ate a lot of water yesterday, and it's sitting here just long enough. I tried tapping the starter with the hammer, but unless you got someone to turn it over while you're tapping it, you're not going to succeed there either. So, and I'm not really looking to lay down in the mud first thing before I start going here. So let's quit this off. Not happy. Doing the old pull starter Rooney. We already pulled it, had it running, and shut it off and tried it. Yeah, good. Just won't shut it off tonight. We tried banging on the starter, everything.
Hey, knock one more. Can we go thrift shopping?
What?
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Nah, walk into the club like, what up? I got a big cock. I'm just pumped. I bought some shit from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty. The people like,
Damn, that's a cold ass honky.
rolling in hella deep, headed to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, set my gator shoes. Those are green, draped in a leopard mink. Girl standing next to me. Probably should've washed this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. But shit, it was 99 cents. I get copping it, washing it. About to go and get some compliments. Passing up on those moccasins. Someone else has been walking in by me and grungy fucking man. I am stunting and flossing and saving my money, and I'm hella happy that's a bargain, bitch. I'ma take your grandpa style. I'ma take your grandpa style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me-down? Velour jumpsuit and some house slippers. Dookie brown leather jacket that I found. Dig it. They had a broken keyboard, I bought a broken keyboard. I bought a ski blanket, then I bought a kneeboard. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my fringe game, hell no. I could take some pro wings, make them cool, sell those. So sneakerheads will be like, he got the Velcro.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
What she know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What she knowin' about wearing a fur fox skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's come up. Thank your granddad for donating that plaid button up shirt. Cause right now I'm up in her stuntin'. I'm at the Goodwill, you can find me in the I'm not stuck on searching in the section. Your grandma, your auntie, your mama, your mammy. I'll take those flannel zebra jammies secondhand and rock that motherfucker. The built-in onesie with the socks on that motherfucker. I hit the party and they stop in that motherfucker. They be like, oh, that Gucci, that's hella tight. I'm like, yo, that's $50 for a t-shirt. Limited edition, let's do some simple edition. $50 for a t-shirt, that's just some ignorant bitch. Shit. I call that getting swindled and pimped. I call that getting tricked by business. That shirt's hella dope. And having the same one as 6 other people in this club is a hella don't. Peep gang, come take a look through my telescope. Tryna get girls from a brand, man, you hella won't. Man, you hella won't.
Goodwill. Poppin' tags. Yeah.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'll wear your granddad's clothes, I look incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'll wear your granddad's clothes, I look incredible.
Hey, come on, man.
I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
I had to find somewhere away from everybody's house because we gotta leave it running all night. We got some vintage. Look at this stuff. Nice old little Western Star. Look at that pipe. Let's figure that hang out here. This isn't too bad. This stuff's been sitting here for years. I ain't ever seen it move. Should move over. Getting some content. Prestige well servicing. Canadiana too. Whoa, that is nice. It's nice vintage stuff. I like it. That's a pretty cool truck. like, give a call before you come back. So I might not even have to come back for a second trip. We got some, of course, headwind loaded, like always. Got up at 5, rolled out there, supposed to be there for 6, sat on the road till 7:15. I could have used some extra sleep. Wow. It is what it is. You know the name of the game. So we're gonna take this to Cal Nash's yard in Ponoka. It's like 2.5 hours-ish. With this wind, maybe a little more. Would have stopped back in Consort and get that morning coffee. Gotta have that or I'll fall apart. With that brutal rainstorm, those clouds last night were like pretty sweet. It's just like a big ring. Just flowed right in. Standing out there talking to Zach and it just started raining. I'm like, visit time's over, I guess. And luckily, location was decent. It was all sand, so you know the water just dissipates through the sand usually. And it was kind of up on a hill, so we're looking at some of the other lease roads, and I was like, oh boy, it's gonna be one of these, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. You got a gravel road to run out your chains, so no big deal. Didn't shut off the truck last night while I slept because I didn't want to screw around with getting another tug this morning. The truck will hold air over 8 hours as long as I put the D sign up. One of the cylinders leaks a little bit when it's down. So yeah, had a little bit of a vibrating sleep. Truck made just a touch too loud to sleep in, but I got some sleep. Boss is gonna try to order up a new starter today, and we'll get thrown in tomorrow, which will be Sunday. And we'll be back to work, hopefully. I don't know, I had some other weird stuff going on. I turned off my lights when I parked, and I was checking out that service equipment. And all of a sudden my trailer lights came on. I was like, is someone screwing with me? And yeah, I went in the truck, checked it. It's like, yeah, it's off. Turn them on, turn them off. The trailer light stayed on, and so was my roof light was on too. I was like, huh, maybe I got more issues. But all this rain is soaking up my truck. But anyways, we just got the flare can and cement bin super easy. I had to get the loader to give the cement bin a little shove. I was kind of in a little bit of a hole when I loaded. Got it on the trailer between the pins, but don't want the extra headache when I unload. So he squared it up with the loader, so it should just come right off. Cal Nash Push is like, put it somewhere dry. I'm like, I'm gonna pick somewhere dry. I'm not gonna do it in a puddle. He's like, well, there's only so many dry spots, and then everybody that's ahead of you is probably gonna take the dry spots. I'm like, good point. So, we'll see what it looks like when we get there. like a Mennonite or Hutterite convention going on here. There's got to be like freaking 50 of them here. Had to get a coffee, but everything's like French with a blend of this, or freaking Jamaican with a blend of that, caramel. I'm like Colombian with a twist of hazel. I'm like, I don't want a twist of anything. I want coffee, straight coffee. Copy? No. Every time I stop and slow down, my flare can's puking out all the goodness. I close the valve, so, because you know how other people see you doing stuff like that, and be like, whoa, what's this guy spilling stuff all over? Look at all those babes. I got the phone call just a little while ago. Only the one trip today, so it's gonna be a pretty unglorious video, but he told me, he's like, oh, I got a garbage can I gotta take out tomorrow, so maybe I'll just attach that to this. Maybe if the starter's at the shop when I get there, we get a little bit of mechanic footage doing some stuff.
This isn't like a great attitude to have, but like it's pretty much somebody else's problem now, dude.
Did you quit it?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna get a look.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, girl.
Sorry, man, I can't do it.
Fucking whatever.
No
If I don't
fucking
see you
hours yet.
again, here's
You
the
don't see me
handshake.
again? I'm here for the end of the month.
Not allowed to bypass the scales there. I got a scales story referring to this scales here at 36 and 12. We were coming back from Saskatchewan and I had this massive boiler. And I told the guy, I'm like, it's gotta be empty of fuel or I cannot scale it. What does he do? It's pretty much full. I was so over. But I had Blaine at Road Train. He was ahead of me. Scales usually always close, and he was a kilometer or two ahead. He's like, scales is open. I'm like, are you screwing with me? He's like, no, it's open. Literally turned at the scales 2 kilometer sign off at 12 and came up right where those power lines are. And came out right here. And then I obviously went that way. Took the long educated way. And yeah. You always get those days when stuff like that happens. You like go all the way out into Saskatchewan, get this boiler. I took it out there and it was just, I had it on trombone. I had to stretch it way out to make sure I could scale it. And it was on one of our new trailers. I'll insert the picture here. And yeah, I was like, dude, when we come back, I'm like, this has to be empty. And he did me dirty. Nowhere to put the fuel either. I was like, can we get some out? I'm like, gonna be so over. And I can't remember what it was because I didn't go over any scales on my way home. I was maxed when I took it out. I knew the the air pressures at that point. And when we loaded it, I was way over that. I was like, well, we're here now. What am I supposed to do? Not do the job? And I think he kind of knew that. He's like, oh, they're gonna drive all the way out here. It's not like they're gonna be like, oh, I'm not taking it. I should have been like, not hauling it. Call somebody else. And it was a guy that we did quite a bit of work for, and some screwy work, but you know. I'm always all about trying to satisfy every customer we ever get so we can keep the work, keep the ball rolling, and close the doors a year later anyways, so it was all pointless. That's why I don't really push anymore. I'm like, I used to be the guy. I'm like, I'm not gonna be over-houred Logbook Jones anymore. I'm like, don't ask me to do it. I'm like, I'll do a little tiny bit if I have to, like, depending on where I am or how bad the day was, kind of thing, right? So I don't like to. Because I think there was another job for the same guy that I came back with. I had this buffer tank on, and just as you roll around Stettler, around the lake, there's a big pullout right by the Napa there, and DOT was sitting there. They pulled me in there, and they're like, oh, let's see your logbook. And I didn't notice I only put 7.5 hours off duty in between shift. And they gave me a ticket, and then we had to go to Stettler to go to court, which Road Train paid the fine and all that stuff, so that was all good. But just another one of those times when I was in a panic rush and didn't notice that my logbook was, because I never houred out the tally on the side. I always just filled it out and was like, whatever. Did that for years. Didn't even care if the logbook was way over. There was one time I got pulled over at Calgary scales. He's like, what? So anyway, as this camera cut me off, yeah, I ended up getting a ticket there. The salesman had to come out and drive my truck back with me in it. We're only 45 minutes from the shop, and yeah, he drove me back to the shop, and he's like, okay, go unload your load. And then I took some time off. But yeah, that's one of two excursions where I had issues. But anyways, onward, the show must go on, right? guys ready for the big flare can cement bin unloading procedures? I don't know if this could be any good up here. That's so good. This one's tight, that one's not. Well, that's strange.
I meant to do that.
no damage. Thought I was thinking about it. I was like, that falls off and I drive over it. It's like, no, it should be alright. Fail.
phoned the boss and I was like, I'm all done, headed back to shop. It's like, fuck, I thought I had 2 trips today. I'm like, no. Dispatch and Edson phoned me and told me only the one. Because the push when I was leaving there, he's like, oh, phone me before you come back. And I didn't even make it halfway back, and he already phoned our dispatch and was like, no, we don't need him to come back. And I'm like, yes, no, yes, no. I want to go back for more footage, obviously. I don't want to go back because it's a boring ass drive.
Way of the road, bubs.
So yeah. The flare can, I don't know what was up with that. It must have been just in the sweet spot where I was pulling it down in the back roll off the end of the trailer. It would not come off. I'm like, what is going on here? Grease the wheels with a little bit of mud there, suck that all the way back on and gave her another shot. Hit the camera. As I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of sticking up kind of high. I'm like, I think it'll be all right. Get out, it's on the ground. It's a good thing it didn't roll underneath the tires. Man, that would have been a sad day because I saved up like, I think I got 450 bucks saved towards the new Instant 360 X2. And that's like 550 bucks, so I'm almost there. I'm sure the wife will be like, yeah, just go ahead and buy it, but I'll wait until next month. And yeah, I really need to buy like mass storage for my computer because I'm running out and I got some issues. And then Apple's like, we need to make complete backup. I'm like, it's 1.2 terabytes. I don't have anywhere to put all that. I have like a 2 terabyte hard drive that I put all my like YouTube stuff on, just in case if for some reason someday I lose all my videos from YouTube or something because I've been a bad boy. So I've been kind of thinking, I'm like, oh, it'd be a sad day if they like close my channel down, even though I only have one warning for Gory when I made a drilling rig fails video, and it's like, we don't promote showing death. I'm like, I got all these videos off YouTube and those videos are still on YouTube today. I'm like, what the hell? Doing me dirty. So anyways, we'll go back to the shop. I'll rinse off the infected area there so Josh can get at the starter. And yeah, and there's Cal Nash hauling the floats. They're doing a rig move. That looked heavy. Vesta. As you can see, it looked Vesta-ish. I thought there'd be some sweet stuff in Cal Nash's yard. There's nothing there. It's probably all in Lac La Biche. Excuse me, they got a pretty sweet yard though. Back in the day, there used to be all sorts of stuff in there. Now there's nothing. Nothing but trailers and some racked rigs. So yeah, that'll be we'll see how this turns out. Maybe I'll put the garbage can kicker on the end for tomorrow on the end of this video just to make it the full length. I'm thinking about dropping back to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe I'll keep Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we'll put replays in the middle of the week on Wednesday with, I don't know. I've only got like 3 videos left right now, so that's a week and I'd be out. I got a couple to throw up, but I haven't edited them yet, so kind of stressing out about the deal. I will make a YouTube video and post it immediately if something changes, but that's going to be in July, which today is 26, so it's not that far away. I just kind of figure out, I don't really have a lot of time to myself. I might have bit off too much. I'm doing a lot of chewing here. And I've done some other stuff, but it's always been, you know, something I already made a video of. I didn't want to make a remake of me going back to do it again. But we went back to Conklin and got that tank farm. I didn't make any video out of that because it was pouring rain anyways. It would have sucked. And took some more pumps from Gibbons out to Genesee when we just went out to Genesee and got pumps and took them to Three Hills, so we had to replace those pumps because they were flooded out over there. But yeah, it's been actually one of my busiest months in a while, so just haven't had that great of jobs. So but anyways, chipper chap. Let's see what's for sale over here in this yard. There was a nice C500 picker sitting here, but I'm gonna run out of every 5 minutes or so this thing shuts down. Yeah, it's a nice C500. Anyways, ooh. Well, let's see if she rattled herself loose. Nope.
Brunch time.
Uma ameaça foi detectada. Uma ameaça foi detectada.